Ellie, Nellie, and Her Furry Friends, Footpaths 1 and 2. Written by L.J. Beare. Ellie and Nellie's adventures have just begun. This is the tale of Footpaths number 1. Here in this book, so please take a peek, are some of the animals who you will meet. Billy Bunny, he is cute as can be. Samson and Susie Squirrels, they are rather naughty and live in a tree. Matthew Mole, little things he just cannot see. There is Ben the Badger. He only comes out at night. Daisy and Dilly Deer, do not worry, they never ever bite. Dottie Dalmatian, she is spotty and mainly out of sight. Chapter 1. Leaving Town with a Frown. There lives a little girl named Ellie Drake, a beautiful child with long blonde hair and the biggest brown eyes you have ever seen. She could make even the saddest face smile. Ellie lives in a very busy city where animals and trees were hardly ever seen. She has many friends and sometimes would invite them for afternoon tea. One day, her parents Barbara and Bob told Ellie they were moving to a new home in a quiet village very far away. Ellie thought she might be lonely at the farmhouse, surrounded by only trees and fields. Oh dear, how boring that could be. Chapter 2. The Farmhouse. Ellie's journey was so long. They had been traveling forever. The busy motorways, all those long winding roads, the rivers, and the very big fields. Being in the car for hours had made Ellie sad and tired. She was already missing her best friend Annie Pearl. That night in her new home, it was very difficult to sleep. So many strange noises outside, and it was ever so dark too. How frightened poor Ellie felt. Waking up the next day, it was sunny and bright, so time to explore the farmhouse, the gardens, and especially all those tiny footpaths she had noticed the day before. Chapter 3. Follow Path 1 and have some fun. The back garden was very big indeed, with many bushes, flowers, and a large vegetable patch. Ellie thought she might grow some potatoes, then she would have lots of chips and mash to eat. How yummy! Ellie slowly walked along the narrow winding footpath, the one nearest the farmhouse. While she walked, and then walked a little more possibly, she should have chosen another footpath, as this one was so long. Feeling rather tired, she sat down near the entrance to the woods. As Ellie was falling asleep, something started nibbling at her feet. To her amazement, it was a little rabbit, not wild but very friendly indeed. Billy Bunny was his name, and they became friends very quickly. He was fairly sure this human was kind and would not hurt him, or his woodland friends. Ellie was so happy and looking forward to meeting his friends the next day. Chapter 4. Ellie Nellie's special new name. Before Billy Bunny left for his home in the woods, he said to the little girl, "May I please call you Ellie Nellie, as your name is rather short, and I think you will like this new one much better. It is so perfect for you. Now you live in the countryside and will be visiting my home in Willow Woods." Ellie Nellie, as she is now called, rushed home to tell her parents about her lovely day with Billy Bunny. She unpacked all her toys and teddy bears and gave Cindy Lou, her cat, the biggest hug and kiss, as she loved her so very much indeed. Tomorrow was going to be such fun. What a shame her best friend Annie Pearl was not living here. Chapter 5. Rhymes for Furry Friends. One by one they introduced themselves. The big sleepy badger, Ben was his name, Daisy and Dilly, the rather shy deer, Samson and Susie, the cheeky squirrels, and Matthew, the little mole. Ellie Nellie was so confused. How would she ever remember their names? She asked Billy Bunny what to do. "You can make up rhymes for everyone. It will help you to remember," Billy Bunny said. She ran all the way home as fast as she could, along the very long winding footpath. Hopefully her mom and dad would help her with the rhymes. Ellie Nellie went shopping in town with her dad. She bought baseball caps for all her new friends, with her pocket money. She had told her dad all about the animals, so did not feel lonely, not even a little. This made him chuckle. For a treat, Ellie's dad took her to get a chocolate ice cream at Mr. Snow's cafe. She went to bed very early. She was so excited about her next visit to Willow Woods. Nellie was so happy today. She ran as fast as her legs would carry her along the long path carrying her notebook. She did hope the animals would enjoy the rhymes, as she had worked so hard and her fingers were still hurting from the writing the night before. Slowly, the animals began to appear. They all waited eagerly for Nellie to start reading the rhymes for Billy Bunny. Long ears and a cute little nose. He loves pretty flowers, especially the rose. Vegetables he likes to nibble and eat, bouncing about all day on his fluffy feet. Billy is the name of this creature so funny, a friendly, cute, and adorable bunny. The animals laughed and cheered. They all wanted to hear more. Nellie started to feel at home with her lovely friends. Everyone was enjoying their picnic, especially the carrot cake, which was Billy Bunny's most favorite food. The furry friends were in a very good mood. Nellie had told them how much she missed Annie Pearl and Dottie Dalmatian, but promised they would see them both soon. Now Nellie wanted to share her rhymes for her two friends, who were not in Willow Woods today. The animals were jumping up and down with excitement. How wonderful to meet the lovely little girl, because animals can get sad and lonely too. The next rhyme was for Ben the Badger. He wanted to hear his one next. He did not like to wait. Ben the Badger is a sleepy, grumpy old thing. He dislikes the daylight, but at night he comes out to sing. He is ever so clever and massively big. He loves to eat pie made of marshmallow and fig. We miss our only doggy pal. Think of her lots, we always shall. Dottie has a lovely white coat with spots of black. We had bundles of fun and hope she comes back. Annie Pearl, you are my very best friend. With much love this rhyme I send. At my farmhouse you must come and stay. Many furry chums I have made in Willow Wood. Come and meet them. Do you think you could? Chapter 6. Time to go home. What a lovely day Nellie and all her friends had at the picnic. But it was rather late and time to go home. And she must hurry along the narrow winding path, as her mom and dad would be worried. Another day, Nellie and her furry friends will explore footpath number 2. We hope you can come along too. Footpath number 2, Ponies and the Runaways. Chapter 7, Polly Macaroni and Princess Sugar. Nellie was visiting a nearby farm with her dad when she saw 2 ponies, one gray and one brown. She wanted to take them home straight away, but her dad wanted to talk with the owner first. The tiny brown pony looked really cute, although his coat was very dirty. The gray pony was just so pretty and perfect in every way. Please, Daddy, I love them. Can I please have both? I promise to feed, brush, and also cuddle them every day. After waiting 1 week, Nellie's new ponies arrived. What a beautiful day, perfect to play with my new ponies. I cannot wait to show my new pets to my other furry friends. Yippee! Nellie said in her happiest voice. Polly Macaroni and Princess Sugar walked calmly along the footpath into Willow Woods following Billy Bunny. Nellie took a bag of apples and carrots for the journey. They may get hungry. In the bluebell circle, they will eat their lunch. There are many pretty flowers and bumblebees to be seen there. Time for a silly, funny song that will make us laugh, Billy Bunny said. Clippity-clop, we can trot, but only a little, not a lot. This is the way to do the clippity-clop. Polly Macaroni's turn. He was having super fun. I am a cheeky Shetland pony named Polly Macaroni. When riding me out, put on my saddle, as your bottom is rather bony. Before we leave, please brush my dusty thick hair. Always wear riding clothes, never just your underwear. Just for you, my precious Princess Sugar, Nellie said. Princess Sugar loves candy floss to eat. Of course she does not ever eat meat. The dentist said too many sweets are bad for her teeth. She should consider some hay, straw, or maybe a leaf. Chapter 8. The Great Moonlight Escape. Grumpy old Farmer Fred lives alone in his cottage. He spends his days looking after his big vegetable patch and chasing off rabbits and birds. No one is allowed to eat his food. The kittens had gotten themselves lost near his farm. They were so frightened as Farmer Fred shouted loudly all the time at them to leave. "Shoo, shoo, you pesky creatures! This is my farm and mine alone. You are not welcome. Go away. Go home," Farmer Fred bellowed. In a scruffy little cottage lives mean old Farmer Fred. He dislikes kittens. He never gives food, just shouts at them instead. We shall rescue them all really soon. At night, by the light of the silvery moon. On my farm you can live, so no more hiding in that nasty dusty hay. You'll have plenty of food, cuddles, warm beds, and time to play. Ellie, Nellie, Billy Bunny, Susie Squirrel, and Matthew Mole had seen the little ones trying to hide in the old leaky hay barn. Then one day everybody talked with the little ones through the high fence, making sure Farmer Fred could not see or hear them. It would be just terrible. "We will make a secret tunnel, so time to escape will be soon, my tiny friends," she exclaimed to Rosie Posy, Cookie the cat, and Rainy Bow. "I will take care of you always, I promise," Ellie Nellie said. Matthew Mole with Ben Badger spent days and nights digging a tunnel under Farmer Fred's vegetable patch. It was such hard work, but getting the kittens safe and happy was very important to Ellie Nellie and her furry friends. Ellie Nellie wanted to cheer up the kittens. She whispered to them, "I name him Cookie Cat. He is ginger and white. He is a little nervous, so can sometimes scratch and bite. Ginger kittens are usually little boys. I will get some cute, fluffy blue toys. Rosie Posy and Rainy Bow are calico-colored girls. I can buy them pink toys and silk ribbons and swirls." One night when the moon was bright, Matthew Mole called to the kittens. They were hiding somewhere on Farmer Fred's farm. "Hurry, tiny ones, be quick. Go into the tunnel, please. I will take you tonight to a safe, loving home." Running as fast as their little fluffy legs would carry them across the farm, past the cottage, until they reached the vegetable patch before Farmer Fred caught them. Into the tunnel they went. It was time to be free at last. Following Ben Badger, the kittens walked through the dark tunnel, then through Willow Woods, on the footpath which leads to Ellie Nellie's farmhouse. The big barn was ready with cozy beds, bowls of food and water for Cookie Cat, Rainy Bow, and Rosie Posy. Also lots of pretty toys for the three to play with. They will sleep well tonight. Chapter 9. Safe and Sound. All day long, Ellie Nellie played with the three kittens. She made food and gave them a wash. Although they were shy, cuddles helped to make everything much better. Another day, Ellie Nellie and her furry friends will explore footpath number 3. We hope you can come along too. The end.